I'm building a team with the most Instagram clout. For every position, whoever has the most followers gets into the squad. And once the team is built, we're going to be taking them to the World Cup. And I guess we'll get to see if popularity actually means results on the pitch. Now, we're starting off with the goalkeeper position. And I think you're going to be shocked to find out that Gianluigi Buffon does not even make the top 5. A World Cup winner, often regarded as one of the greatest goalkeepers in football. He's actually got 11.2 million followers. That doesn't even get him into the top 5. In fact, Emi Martinez, he's got 14 million. I guess that's because he's Messi's teammate. He won a World Cup as well. But okay, I was shocked to find out that even Manuel Neuer is on 14 million, does not make it to the top 3. And bro, there's a good argument that he's the greatest goalkeeper ever. Instead, David De Gea with his 15.4 million followers makes it into the top 3. And I think that's purely because of how big Manchester United are. But still, that is not enough to get him into our team, because we've got Thibaut Courtois, 17.7 million followers, probably the best goalkeeper over the last 3 or 4 years. And of course, he's got Real Madrid backing him. Obviously, he's going to have an insane amount of followers. But guess what, guys? Courtois' followers are only good enough to get him on the bench, because the most followed goalkeeper of all time is Iker Casillas. Not gonna lie, I was a bit surprised seeing this, but he's got 20.9 million followers, and to be fair, I can see why, bro. He's got aura, and of course, he's a World Cup winner. I'd say Iker Casillas has definitely earned his spot to be the most followed goalkeeper in the sport, and that's why we're signing him up, and he's gonna be our #1 goalkeeper. By the way, I want to track and see how many total followers this team is gonna have. I'm wondering if we can get this to 1 billion. Honestly, I feel that should be doable, especially once we get to the attackers. For now, let's find the most followed left back. Now we've got Alphonso Davies here, 5.5 million followers. I was kind of expecting him to be higher up the list, but he's only 5th. Now, okay, I was not expecting Alejandro Balde to have more followers, because he's only like 21. I guess it's the Barcelona effect. One thing we are noticing so far, Real Madrid, Barcelona, probably even Man United, they are seemingly the clubs with the most clout, so I think we're going to see a lot of their players in our team. By the way, no other left back that currently plays has got more followers than Balde, so he's got the streets right now. But when we get to some of the legends of this sport, like Roberto Carlos, I would say he's the best left back of all time. He's got a World Cup, he's got the Champions League, he's won everything in the sport, but looks like he doesn't have enough Instagram clout, because with 10.1 million followers, doesn't even get him into the team. And that's because we've got Jordi Alba, 17 million followers. And I think he needs to give Leo Messi a bit of credit for this, because of course, moving to Miami, playing with Messi for all these years, that probably allowed him to get some more clout than Roberto Carlos. It's kind of stupid though, because if I'm being brutally honest, Jordi Alba is nowhere near Roberto Carlos in pure ability. He's a great left back though, and he's going to occupy our bench spot. Now for the most followed left back, and this one wasn't even close, because we've got Marcelo, 68.4 million followers. And you know what? I'll give it to Marcelo. He deserves it. You could have a good argument between him and Roberto Carlos on who's better, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments. But there you go. We got Marcelo joining the clout squad, and just like that, with 2 positions, the team is already up to 124 million followers. And let's see what we've got in store for the right back spot. Now, I was 100% sure that our right back was going to be Trent, because come on, he's English, now plays for Real Madrid, but his 16.5 million followers are only enough to get him on our bench. And that's because we've got Achraf Hakimi, the Moroccan right back. He is right now the most followed right back in the sport, and I think a lot's got to do with the fact that he won the Champions League this year. He's been incredible for Morocco since the World Cup. Oh, and recently he won the award for the best African player of the year. He's got the entire continent supporting him, so fair enough, deserves it. And there you go, we're signing him up for the team. Kind of surprised though, legends like Philipp Lahm and Cafu were nowhere near. But also, I think we need to have an honorable mention for Dani Alves. He's actually got way more followers than even Hakimi, 35.5. But for some reason, I couldn't find a single mod in FC26 with Dani Alves. So yep, he's gonna have to just be an honorable mention. But regardless though, this team already has a combined following of 163 million. And let's now complete the defense with the centre-backs. Now, I really thought Virgil van Dijk was going to be high up on the list. He's probably the centre-back that's been closest to winning the Ballon d'Or in the last decade, but still only 5th is kind of shocking. Legends like Beckenbauer and Maldini are nowhere near the list, because I guess they were playing in the pre-Instagram era. Now, we do have the Brazilian Thiago Silva, 21 million followers. Now, I didn't expect Thiago Silva to be this high up the list, and bro, he's still active playing for Porto at the age of 40, which is crazy. But you know what? He is one of the best centre-backs of the last last generation. Played and performed at a high level for so many different clubs. Of course, for Brazil, he could never really win the World Cup. Maybe if he did, he would have had like the most followers, because we know Brazil take their football seriously. But for now, though, Thiago Silva is going to be coming onto our bench. Now, for our two starting centre-backs, we've got players that have been rivals for over a decade. Gerard Piqué, as well as Sergio Ramos. I mean, that era of El Clasicos, man, it was something special. And I'm not surprised these are the two players with the most clout, although Sergio Ramos is destroying Piqué in the Instagram clout battle. Piqué's only got like 22 million, while Sergio Ramos has got 67.6. Honestly, I can see why. We got Ramos doing his Salt Bay impression. Bro is just aura farming at this point. But yup, with the defense now complete, this team has a combined total of 252 million followers. And heading now into the midfield, I think it's only going to skyrocket. Interestingly though, in the CDM position, there's a Ballon d'Or winner that we're not even going to consider. And that's because he's literally not on social media, which I find absolutely crazy for a footballer. I mean, he's leaving away so much money, the brand deals and everything. But fair enough, man. If that's getting him to focus at a high level in football, it's got him even a Ballon d'Or. Definitely Rodri has earned my respect, but he's not going to be getting into this Instagram clout team. Also, it's a bit surprising that players like Casemiro, Kevin De Bruyne, and even Ballon d'Or winner Luka Modric are not going to get in. In fact, Modric has got 39 million followers, but Andres Iniesta has got 43.2 million. I guess Instagram has settled the age-old debate between Iniesta and Modric. Now, the crazy thing is that even Iniesta only gets on our bench. Even the great Zinedine Zidane, probably the best midfielder of all time, his 45 million followers also get him a spot only on the bench. Oh, and by the way, none of the current crop of players like Pedri and Vitinha even get close to this team. Now, you might be thinking then, who goes into the team? Well, Toni Kroos, 49.6 million followers, and look at his IG bio, bro. World Cup winner 2014, six-time Champions League winner, the aura. For now, though, Toni Kroos is joining the squad. The team is now up to 390 million followers, and we've still got a couple more midfielder spots left. Before that, though, if you guys could take a moment and follow me on Instagram, that would be really nice. I would love to get to 100k followers, and with your help, maybe it's going to be possible. Now, I think a lot of you guys are going to be surprised to know that James Rodriguez, he makes the starting 11 with 51.7 million followers. Now, I know this is kind of funny because he's got more clout in a way than Zidane, Iniesta, even Toni Kroos. But if you remember back in 2014, James was the ultimate golden boy. Secured a big move to Real Madrid. Of course, his career kind of went iffy after that. Now, we've given James his prime rating of 87, and we're welcoming the golden boy to the Instagram FC. And now to complete our midfield, I know it's going to surprise some of you guys that it's Paul Pogba. Almost 65 million followers. And to be honest, it could have probably been a lot more if he didn't get that big ban in football, which completely derailed his career. Because before that, Pogba was something else. A World Cup was incredible for Juventus. Also played for Man United, which I think made his fan following go crazy. Also, with the midfield now complete, the team has crossed 527 million followers. And I think we're going to easily get to 1 billion with the attack. Because look at the left wing position. Numbers are going to go crazy. Oh, we've got Vinicius Jr., 59 million followers. But guess what? That's not going to be enough to get him on the bench. I also thought Heung-min Son would be an option because he's basically got the entirety of South Korea behind him. But nope, he's only got 15 mil. Rodrigo, Eden Hazard, they're nowhere near. But Ronaldinho, 78 million. To think a player from like 2 generations before still has that kind of pull just shows what he meant to football. Despite that, though, I gotta apologize to Dino because he's gonna be on the bench. And that is because Neymar exists. He's one of the most followed people on Instagram. 234 million. Okay, that is ridiculous. But not gonna lie, though, despite all the fame, I do feel like Neymar has underachieved. He should have won more Champions Leagues. He should have won a Ballon d'Or. The talent was there, and I guess he's gonna get one last chance at the World Cup if he's going. Man, I would love to see Neymar lift the World Cup, man. That would be insane. But I guess for now, he could help this Instagram FC win the World Cup because, yup, he's joining the team. And by the way, just with Neymar, the team has now gone up to 840 million followers. Bro, we're easily gonna get to 1 billion, probably with our next couple of players because we're now going for the right wing spot. Not gonna lie, I thought Ousmane Dembele would have a chance of getting in. Because come on, he's the current Ballon d'Or holder. I mean, look at that. Even Leo Messi congratulated him for the Ballon d'Or. Why is Messi calling him an egg?
Shit. 百花飘飘，北风萧萧。
Oh, Lamine Yamal with 40 million, bro, at the age of 18. But it's not enough to get him into the team. Gareth Bale with 52.8 million came close, but it's going to be the Egyptian king Mo Salah with 66.1 million getting the bench spot. And if Salah's on the bench, I'm sure you know who's coming in next into the team. Leo Messi, the second most followed human on the planet. 511 million, bro. And by the way, Messi also has the most liked photo on Instagram. That was the post he made with the World Cup. I think we all knew that Messi was going to be a part of this team without a shadow of doubt. And guys, if we're putting Messi into the team, I think it's obvious that the most followed human being on the planet has to get into the squad. Cristiano Ronaldo. 672 million followers, man. That is ridiculous. Now, just with Ronaldo coming in, the team's total follower count has gone up to 2 billion. We actually do have one last spot for a striker, which I thought could go to someone like Zlatan, Karim Benzema. But well, it's the poster boy of football currently, Kylian Mbappe. 130 million. I think I would say that Mbappe is the face of modern football right now. And with that, boys, our Instagram Clout FC is complete. 2.2 billion followers. And now it's time for the big test, putting this entire team in the World Cup and seeing if Clout can result in the big trophy. All right, boys, we've got Instagram FC now at the World Cup. Now, to get this team at the World Cup, I had to put everyone at New Zealand. So, yeah, that's who we're backing today. But come on, man. 2.2 billion fans are backing this team. And let's see, first World Cup game, and oh my days, I feel like we've built a super team. We're gonna destroy the World Cup. Neymar scored a hat-trick. I think if we win our second game here against Belgium, should be a challenge. But there you go, James Rodriguez coming up clutch. And well, 3-1 in our final group stage game. Oh yeah, the World Cup this time is gonna have a round of 32, and we've drawn Bolivia. I would be shocked if our Instagram FC gets knocked out in the round of 32, man. Nah, that is not happening. And there you go, this time Cristiano finally getting some goals. I think these would be his first ever knockout goals at the World Cup.
Boom. Roasted.
Wait a minute, are you actually joking? We've drawn Spain in the round of 16. That is crazy. Especially after topping the group. How could we get that kind of luck? Well, I guess it might be time for our players to be posting Insta stories about how bad they feel, because I don't see this team getting past Spain. See, I told you. The World Cup is not a popularity contest. It's about having a solid team. And Spain with Pedri, Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, they were just too much for our Instagram FC, and well, looks like no World Cup for them. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, click here to watch me buy one future star from every club.